All right, good morning. Well, it's been 2 weeks that the truck camper's been out of the truck up here in Whites of New Hampshire. So it is time to put the truck camper back in the truck, and then we will be leaving tomorrow, but I don't want to have to do it in the rain. So let's put the truck camper back in the truck and get it situated for travel tomorrow. Well, she's all loaded up and centered. I just have the external propane tank, the generator, my washing machine, and the changing room still out, and my carpets, obviously. I got 2 5-gallon pails of water in case I need it for anything. The other 3 are drying and keeping the leaves out of it. Went pretty smooth. She is ready to hit the road again. I just gotta hook up the wires, roll up the power cord pull up the power cord to the generator, my gray tank, and hook up the trailer wire for the brake lights. So, ready to go for tomorrow morning. Looking good. Take me 5 minutes to finish packing tomorrow, and then I'll be able to hit the road nice and early. Campsite's clean, just gotta put my chair away. That's it. And this is why you travel with tools. Going up a big hill, blew my turbo pipe off. Let's see if I can fix it. Don't really have the proper tool for this, but we're gonna get it done. Not gonna be able to hold the camera though to get it done. Side of the highway, car's doing 70, 80 miles an hour by me. Let me get this done. So my intercooler tube blew off going to my turbo. Going up this big hill. As you can see, it's a big uphill. So it should be fixed. Let's try it again. So when that blows off, you lose all power. And luckily, I made it here. So we're gonna see. That was a long uphill grade. So now we're gonna see if we can get going on the highway. All right, so far so good. We won't know until we start using that turbo, getting into the higher boost levels. So far so good. I'll pull over when I get to a proper truck stop area just to double check it, make sure it didn't slip, and go from there. Importance of traveling with tools and knowing your vehicle. Well, that didn't last long. Let's pop the hood and try to put it back on. All right, we're back on the road. Blew off the second time. Coasted downhill. After I put it on, we just coasted. So if we got a big hill, that's when it's gonna blow again. So fingers crossed, I got a hill coming up. There's just too much boost, that boot is blowing off. Fingers crossed. All right, we're going up the hill. I'm doing 55. This is when it's gonna blow off, if it blows off. Right there, there it goes. Yep, there it goes. Well, let's try to find a pull-off spot. It's gonna be a long 3 hours. Gonna make it 6 hours now. All right, I think this is number 3. Here we go. This is a downhill portion, so it should be good for a little while. Let's get out of here before that truck catches up with us. Nice and easy. Try not to kill that boost. And there it goes again. All right, well, let's try to coast down this hill. All right, we're back up running. All right, we're back up running. That one took me about 30 minutes to try to get fixed. It looks like my intercooler boot is all screwed up. And I don't have a 1/2 inch deep socket, so I'm trying to do it with an adjustable. And you can't get it lined up right doing it like that. So there's an exit up here. I'm doing good so far, as long as I don't hit that turbo. A couple miles up here, there's an exit is my goal to get to. And once I get to the exit, I'm gonna try to find a auto parts store where I can buy the right socket. And then I could do that properly. Fingers crossed. All right, well, we made it off the highway. We're in Chester, New Hampshire, or Vermont, somewhere up there. and we are going to look for an auto parts store so I could try to have their socket with me for the rest of the way home, because I got another 3-hour drive with no problems, with problems, who knows, 2 days. So let's go find the auto parts store. That way we have it with us, and we'll go from there. Okay, where we are. And they had the socket set, 7/16. Let's try to open this. So it's been running good since I got off the highway. We're gonna make sure. We're gonna take our time and do this correctly. Oh yeah, it was already blowing, getting ready to fall off. So you got to get that groove to sit perfectly on the tube. And that's the hard part. There it is. That didn't slide at all. I finally got it. That felt good. All right, so now I can put this one on. This one does not have the groove. Okay, so this is the one that keeps blowing off, and I showed you there's that groove that needs to sit inside this aluminum. There's a groove in the aluminum. It's got to sit right in there. All right, so we're done. At least we have the tool in case it breaks down the highway. I gotta get down now. Life of a Powerstroke 7.3. Fix or repair. All right, truck's fixed. We're leaving O'Reilly's somewhere in Vermont or New Hampshire. And it's always an adventure. Let's see if we can make it back to Connecticut. We found O'Reilly's Auto Parts in Bellow Falls, Vermont. Very helpful in there. They don't have the parts, but they had the socket. So, and then I fixed it in their parking lot. Let's get back to the highway. Fingers crossed. All right, people. I'm at Faith's Toyota and Ford dealership in Vermont. I'll give the address in a minute, but I want to give a shout out to the parts manager here. Faith's Toyota and Ford in Vermont. So Peter's helped me get my right part. I'll get back with you. I limped the truck on the side of the road, called them, and this guy here, Jamie, he's a parts manager. He hooked me up. They didn't have the part in stock, but he was able to send a driver to go get an aftermarket part for me and have it delivered to the shop, because it was only 2 miles from where I broke down last. And I waited here, and they actually got me the part, and I was able to put it on in the parking lot. So I want to give Jamie a huge shout out. So let's get back on the road. So we're about 50 miles away from Faith's Ford and Toyota dealership, where the parts manager was able to locate an aftermarket part for me, and even went and got it for me and helped me install it. And the truck is running beautiful. So if you need any parts, if you're up in that Vermont, New Hampshire area, definitely recommend give Jamie a call at the Ford Toyota dealer. He's a parts manager. Because without him, I'd be stuck on the side of the road again, many times. And as you can see, now it's raining out. All right, everybody, we just made it home. It's 6:30, about 4 hours past what I expected to get home. And once again, the only reason we made it home today was because parts manager Jamie Clark from Faith's Ford and Toyota. They are from Westminster, Vermont on Route 5 South. So I want to give him a big shout out for helping me when the truck broke down, finding that part. He actually sent someone to get the part for me. And then he actually helped me put it in the parking lot. So definitely give him a big shout out. And if you ever need any parts or service done to your Fords or Toyotas, if you're up in that area, I would definitely recommend them. They're definitely a customer oriented company up there. So once again, thank you very much, Jamie. Personally, thank you very much. And I'll make sure I stop in and see you next time I'm up that way. So this is the part that failed on the way home on the highway that the dealer ended up getting me, an aftermarket one. This is a Ford original one. You see that lip right there, how it's all chewed up? Every time it blows off, that lip gets worn out. And this is where your boost, I'm pretty sure this is what your boost does this. So the aftermarket one is nowhere near as flexible. Here's the part number of the factory one. It's the 1C34- whatever. This is how flimsy this one is. The new one is pretty rigid. It's at least twice the thickness of it, and I had no problems at all with it coming home. So there's 2 of these on the truck. I'm actually going to order the other one, and I'm actually going to call him up in New Hampshire or Vermont and see if I can get the other one, so make sure I get 2 of the exact same ones. So this is the part that failed, kept blowing off on the highway every time I built a lot of boost on the turbo. So factory original part, but it was replaced a couple years ago. But see how flimsy it is? And once it blows off, it just gets worse and worse and worse. I'm trying to hold it so you can see that lip right there. So I won't be using any of these factory original parts. All right, well, I just want to make sure I got the actual part in the video for you. That's the old one.